Danny, a big opportunity here, bantamweight wild card. How you feeling in Hawaii too? I see you. You got the festive shirt going on as well.
Yeah, feeling great. But you know what? This is a business trip. I know it's in Hawaii. I fucking love Hawaii. I knew I'd like it, but I like it even more. But the fact of the matter is, this is a business trip, and I'm here to behead this fucking Jornel Lugo guy. I don't care if it's in Hawaii or in someone's basement or in an alley. It doesn't matter to me, and my focus is on just beating the shit out of him. You know, it's perfect weather, but you know, I can't get too carried away with that. You know, the beach is obviously sick. I'm from South Florida, so I got a beach every day. You know, I don't really care where the fuck I am. This is how I always dress. I keep the same attitude, and again, it's just a business trip. I'm here to beat the fuck out of this Jornel Lugo bitch.
When you started seeing the names fall out of the Grand Prix, did you think your phone would be ringing pretty soon? Were you pretty confident that you would be one of the first calls?
Yeah, even when the Grand Prix was announced, I was pretty confident I was going to get in it. You know, this game has a bunch of bitches in it, so I figured somebody was going to be a bitch and back out, so I stayed ready. You know, I train at the best team in the world, American Top Team. You know, I've been training twice a day, every day for fucking like 4 years now. So I'll always be ready. But, you know, I'm just fortunate that people backed out. I knew James Gallagher would bitch out because he's just not on the level with the guys in this category, the upper, better guys in Bellator at bantamweight. So I knew my phone would ring, and then I was just ecstatic when my manager called me. You know, you never know, maybe people didn't duck out, but I was confident someone would, and I knew that Bellator knew how good I was and my skill set, and that, you know what, I'm going to win this whole fucking tournament. So I'm glad Bellator gave me the opportunity, and everything played itself out.
And you know, you just said that you know Bellator knows how good you are, but do you feel like at the same time there's something for you to really prove in this, that, you know, you weren't originally one of the first 8 selected, to kind of really solidify, like, hey, I'm one of the best in this division?
Yeah, I think the people that really study the sport and really know MMA already know my name and know how good I am. But the problem is that there's so many fucking idiots in MMA. You know, a lot of our fans are fucking dumbasses and don't know the sport. So they might not know me, or they might think I'm a boring fighter just because they don't know combat sports. But yeah, I think people that do understand the sport know how good I am, know my capabilities, know that I am more than capable of winning this whole fucking tournament. Not only doing that, but dominating everybody along the way. And that's really the goal. You know, my goal this fight against Jornel Lugo isn't just to beat him. You know, I won't be satisfied just beating him. I need to fucking torture him. I need to make this violent. I need to see blood on the canvas. I want to make him bleed from his face and have him never forget the time he fights Danny Sabatello. That's the goal going into this fight. I need to fucking torture him, and I need to finish him, and I need to beat the shit out of him.
And is that specific to him at all, or is it just kind of the attitude you keep with all your opponents?
I keep that with every opponent. You know, when I go in here, this is very personal to me. Somebody across the cage is trying to take away my goals and my dream that I work for every day. You know, fighting is all I give a fuck about. So it's always going to be personal to me, but I guess this one specifically, I'm a little bit more juiced up because I really don't fucking like the guy. I haven't liked him for a long time, and I think it's a great opportunity. I know he's 8-0 and he's undefeated, so he's got some good hype behind him, but I think he fucking sucks, and I'm just going to murder him.
And why don't you like him? Is it just you think he's overrated, or?
Yeah, he's very overrated. I don't like the way he carries himself. He's talked a little bit of trash. I know him already in his head. You know, to me, this fight's a wrap. I think I already have this fight won. I've looked at his past interviews, and he doesn't talk shit. My goal going into this fight was to get him to talk shit, and now he has. Now he's put a little bit more pressure on himself, so when he goes into that Bellator cage, he's going to feel the lights a little brighter and a little bit more pressure. He's going to be out of his element, and this is nothing new to me. You know, that Bellator cage is home to me. Talking shit is home to me. That's all I know what to do. So he's going to be a little bit rattled. He's already facing a little bit more pressure, and I'm already got this fight wrapped up.
And you know, he was up here a little while ago, and he said that he thinks everybody knows what you're going to try to do, which is take him down, but nobody's tried to get up when you're on top of them. What is your response to that?
Yeah, he doesn't know shit. That dude's not even a fighter. I think he's early in his career. I think he can be good. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. He doesn't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I might stand up and just knock him the fuck out. You know, the problem is my grappling is so good, so I do go there a lot. It'd be stupid not for me to grapple guys, but my striking has gotten just as good. You know, last time I was in the Bellator cage against Brett Johns, a guy that was ranked top 10 in the UFC. Only losses were to Aljamain Sterling and Pedro Munoz. I took him down, but I've been working on everything ever since then, and that's a guy that I fucking dominated. People are in for a real treat, me 11 months later back in that cage, to see how good I've gotten at the best gym in the world. So for him to say he thinks he knows what the fuck I'm doing, he has no fucking idea what I'm going to do. I could just spin this whole fight and knock him out. I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. When I go in there, I don't really have too much of a game plan. I have a lot of situations that I want to get to in case there's a little bit of trouble, but this is a fight where I could win it anywhere. I could keep it on the feet and knock him the fuck out. I could take him down and submit him, TKO him. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. I don't know where the fight's going to go, but the fight will go wherever I want it to fucking go.
And I heard you say a minute ago, that you think there's some fans out there that have the perception that, you're not the most exciting fighter to watch or whatever. Do you feel like that's the gift and the curse that comes with being such a dominant wrestler? Like, is there ever in your head like, man, I got to change things up at all? Because it is, to a certain degree, opportunities do come with, fan interest, so to speak.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans out there are just fucking idiots in MMA. It's the problem. You go on Instagram and no matter who's getting posted, the fans are always giving hate just because, they don't have any fucking lives. Successful people don't go on Twitter. You don't see Elon Musk and Tim Cook going on fucking Instagram, oh, this guy fucking sucks, what's he doing? Successful people don't do that. So obviously it's a bunch of losers giving hate out there. So I don't really give a fuck about them. But the problem is with my style, I'm just so fucking dominant. And in any sport, when you're very dominant, it comes off boring. If you're watching a fucking football game and the score is 54-0, it's boring. You're gonna go to a sport and a game that's 10-10. See who's gonna duke it out. So that's just not how I fight. You know what? I'm so high level and I'm levels above these guys. I dominate them, so it might be a little bit boring, but fucking deal with it. Sorry for being really good.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Dylan?
Hey, Danny. Glad to see you're enjoying Hawaii. In our interview, you spoke about how some fighters do it for money, some do it for fame, but you chose this line of work because this is what you love to do. Are there ever days where you don't love what you do or you feel any less motivated? And if so, what do you do during those times to stay on track and keep chugging ahead?
Yeah, I live in South Florida. It's the most beautiful fucking place. I'd be lying if I didn't say instead of going to practice, I'd want to go with my friends who's got a bunch of girls and a bunch of vodka and we can go drink and party on the beach, of course. That's something that I would want to fucking do. But my goal is to be the world champion and the best bantamweight in the world. And for that to happen, I got to win this Grand Prix tournament because the Bellator bantamweight division is the deepest of all promotions. So I got to just keep a level head. Most of the time, I'm fortunate enough, man, I want to go to practice. I love fucking going to practice. A lot of people say, okay, well, I don't really like practice, but I like winning. Well, that's just not it. With me, I love going to practice. American Top Team's a great fucking room that I just have fun in. So a lot of times I would much rather go to practice. But sometimes I do have those days where, I got a buddy calling up and he's like, man, this is going to be fun as fuck. We rented a yacht. There's going to be a bunch of girls, a bunch of booze. But you just gotta stay business worthy and you just gotta keep a focus. I'm really fortunate to have a really good mental game. I keep a good focus, and I just let that carry me.
Thanks, Danny. Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
Mills?
Hey, how's it going? It's MMA Locker Room, part of Pub Sports Radio. How's it going, Danny?
Good, bro. How about you?
Man, good, man. You're on a 4-fight win streak, man. A lot of people don't actually acknowledge that. And before that, you only had one loss in your career. I actually like what you bring to the game. You're all-around fighter. You just don't go out there and go for grappling. You mix it up. You got wins in KOs, submissions, and decisions. What can we expect coming out this Friday?
Yeah, the problem with this sport is people only remember you from your last fight. So that last fight, I didn't get a finish, but I'm a finisher. I finish almost all my fights. I need a guy in the head and knocked him out. I've kicked a guy in the head and I've knocked him out. I've submitted multiple people. I am a finisher. With this fight, I will finish the guy, but this isn't a fight where I want to finish him in the first round. This is a fight where I want to fucking torture him. I want to make him feel helpless. I want to suffocate him, and I want to squeeze his fucking head off. I just want to torture him that first round. I want to make him bleed, and then I'll finish him in either the second or third. I'm thinking second round TKO, but, we'll see what presents itself.